DeHaven, the one and only, Marcy's own. You already know. Shout out to Breaking Wreckords Radio, man, for having me. It's all love, bro.
Hey yo, it's your boy Monster Man Rocco.
It's your boy Swagger Rock.
This is Snack the Ripper.
And you rap for those who don't know.
This is Master Ace. You are now rocking with the best. Breaking Wreckords Radio.
Breaking Wreckords, man.
Breaking Wreckords Radio.
Breaking Wreckords Radio.
Breaking Wreckords.
Breaking Wreckords.
Breaking Wreckords Radio. Let's go.
Breaking Wreckords Radio.
Press 5 now. How you check Breaking Wreckords Radio.
Breaking Wreckords, man. Radio is like the place to be. I don't fuck strange music, man.
And like, you know, to get into the Marcy Made thing, you know, I haven't had the chance to see it yet. I can't wait to see it. But I do know it's basically, it covers, you know, the story of your life and, you know, kind of your you know, your involvement in the streets and stuff, which you kind of introduced Jay to the game, that kind of stuff. But with that being said, it's like, first off, before we actually dig into the history, you just kind of, how about you give us kind of Disemboguation, a bit of like the documentary and what it's about.
Marcy Made is about my life, growing up in Brooklyn first, and then the challenges that and moving to Marcy and the challenges that I had to overcome in Marcy alone. And at such a young age, from that, when I'm learning in Marcy and what's around me, which led to me be almost a kingpin at 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? And then getting into the streets for the next 25 years. Sharing a relationship with Jake during the process. You know what I'm saying? Marcy Made, when I do these screenings, I give you a clear picture to understand this story. It's a story about my life. It's sad. It's a story about what me and Jay went through, which is kind of like the downside of what not just Jay, but what these guys tried to do to me. Yeah. Right? Which is the story. And when people see the documentary and the screening, when they see the screening, they sad because it's such a sad story of what I went through and what they tried to do to me and how they tried to handle me. So I get that feeling from my audience. But when I get on stage and tell them how I dealt with it and what my perspectives are now, their whole attitude changed to just like, yo, man, you're here for a reason, and they just feel good vibes about me, and they just want to see me win. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a challenge. It's a challenge against those guys on what they try to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And what I went through, like when somebody said, you know, he called me a snitch. I mean, we didn't get to that, but he called me a snitch on record. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. Which is ludicrous. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't that's the type of shit you don't do to like your worst enemy. You know what I mean? Exactly. Even on record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that was devastating to me. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? It's for my character and for what I've sacrificed in the game and all of that. But kind of had to put it in a different perspective on why would he say something so harsh after the YouTube. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I have to kind of like fall back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, look what I just said. Look how this YouTube went out. Ooh, this and that. He's angry and he comes back with that. So, you know, some things you're going to have to fight, you know. You fight fire with fire. You know, but I got past that, you know, and that's what Marcy Made is about, man. It's about me, you know, what I sacrificed and why I feel the way I feel on the YouTube and where I'm at now. And people just like to see how you deal with stuff and then non-violent. Yeah. You never seen none of us. You never seen no videos. You never seen no me talk out of character to where it was violent. You know what I'm saying? And it's something to learn. It's something when you see this documentary, it's something to learn on how you can deal with shit and you don't really have to take it to the streets. Yeah. That's not what, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the result, man, I don't want to see none of them hurt. Even though after what you see what they done to me, you'll be like, nah, man. A lot of people know, like, nah. You know, if I was living by the code and the street code, man, like a lot of them, none of them would be exist. You know what I'm saying? So it's about forgiveness. It's about how you handle things. So it's a great film. And no doubt about it, it's a winner.
Yeah.
And then we're going to turn it into a series, man. So you can see it frame by frame, like Power and Snowfall and the rest of these shit.
That'd be crazy.
Ill. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you know, that's what Marcy made it. That's what Marcy made it about. And it's called the Paper Route Tour. I go through all the cities and towns that I was getting, you know, hustling in.
Ah, so that's kind of the method right now of where you guys are hitting first.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah. Right. It's called the Paper Route Tour. The first show back in September, man, was like a packed house. Did so much love and support. Then we moved on to Trenton last 2 months ago.
Was the first one? Sorry to cut you off. Was the first one in Dumbo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. The first one was in Dumbo underneath the Brooklyn Bridge. It was nice.
Word.
Nice. And then the second one that just not too long ago, about 2 months ago, was in Trenton, and next month I have Maryland. So in each little city I do, man, it changes because I was doing different things in different cities. It's a good film, man. It's a good tour. You know, it's a good tour. So, you know, if you're not, log on. Definitely, I meant to tell you, DeHaven.com is my webpage. So please, it's DeHaven. It's DeHaven.com. You can get like all the information and where I'm gonna be and, you know, all the up stuff. And the stuff you ain't hearing, like, you know, the stuff I really touch on about the industry and this person and these guys, my Patreon is that's where you need to be. That's where you need to be. Subscribe to that. All that is on my page, man. So that's a good look.
Word up.
Try to catch that Marcy made, man, and push for it, because I'm really trying to. If I can get 1 million subscribers, 1 million people to really want to see it, and that helps out a lot. That's our goal. You know what I mean? That's our goal, to expand this to 1 million people. These are 1 million people to be like, yo, let us see it, and we can put it out there.
Word up. And so for the time being, then, until you get the numbers behind you that you're looking for, is it just going to be strictly like a showcase thing where you go to different cities and showcase it, or will you have it available for people like online to be able to check out and stuff?
Well, that's what we're doing. We're trying to do it through streaming services, whatever best in our position to do it.
Yeah.
We get 1 million people. You feel me? Like, if we can just go ahead and let you download, a lot of million people download it, or Netflix. We just trying to get our numbers up by the tour.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that seemed to be really working well. And a couple interviews and still doing the interviews. I really know by the time I hit Atlanta, the last stop is Atlanta, I think we'll be ready. The numbers will be there. Because our shows are, the screens are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Which I'm enjoying, man. It's like, I'm really enjoying this Marcy. The Q&A, the Marcy made, the film is beautiful, man. But it's just me engaging people, not answering the question that a lot of people didn't understand between him. Because they just thought, a lot of people think it's just Jay. A lot of people don't understand that. It's a lot of people other than Jay around him that I dealt with.
Like Emery and...
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't just Jay. It's all of them. It's the whole team. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you and Emery were co-defendants in the case, weren't you?
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know Exactly. And so when people started to, a lot of people that do know that, they start to understand the whole breakdown. Like, how could this be and why? But it goes to show, when there's no good outcome in this game. That street shit. The people would turn on you, they'll sell you out at the end just for their safety and their freedom.
Yeah.
No matter who they are. And then after that, their morals and principles start to go downhill from you. If you look at where they at now with situations, you're like, whoa, wait a him, and I thought you stand for this, but this is what actually what you're doing, and this don't coincide with what you said on this. You know, these guys don't live by that shit.
Yeah.